Marni's here, let's start your day. Fabulously flawed, we're lighting the way. Monday to Friday, new episodes with laughter and love. Let's start the show. We're shaking things up. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Motivation, inspiration, and fun. Fabulously flawed, everyone. So shine a little brighter. Grab your smile and sing along. The show's about to start with Marni, your host. You can't go wrong.
Hey, fabulously flawed friends, fabulous listeners, fabulous everybody. Welcome to Fabulously Flawed. I am your host, Marni. It's Friday. We made it through the week, guys. You did it. There's a shit show going on out there, but we made it through the week. It's Friday, and because it's so dark out there, I figured let's laugh a little bit or think of funny moments. So I thought, since I want to learn to not take myself so seriously. It's just because life is just fun, sometimes some fun up and downs. So today's episode is just laughing through the oops, and I'm calling it Friday's Funniest Flawed Moments. So I thought I would talk about a couple of my really most embarrassing moments. Just there have been plenty, like the before you could be tagged in Facebook pictures when it first came out and you saw what you did the night before. That was pretty embarrassing. Or not your typical, oh, I drank last night and acted weird. No, these are funny, like very bizarro stories that I was humiliated in one. And the second one I laughed off and learning not to take myself so seriously. So I think it was maybe 2008 or 2009. I was at an engagement party, and it was, in a the clubhouse in a nice, development, and it was very elegant and it was gorgeous, and I was just wearing high heels. I must have been like not even 40 yet if I was wearing high heels or pumps or something. And it was, I was dancing, there's a dance floor, and I was drinking. I was having the best time. And it must have been dessert because there was a marshmallow thrown on the floor or dropped on the floor. And as I was dancing, probably just blame it on the sunshine or whatever. And then all of a sudden, my husband watched, my heel went into the marshmallow, and then I slipped. And to protect my face, I used my wrist. And my husband comes up, the entire party saw me just dancing 1 minute, boop, boop, and then pew. And I'm like, I'm fine. And my husband's like, you're not fine. My wrist was like blowing up by the second. So I guess because I had a little alcohol in me, and when I got to the emergency room, they gave me a Percocet. I'm like, I'm so fine. Then they did the x-ray and it was broken. And it was so humiliating because the lady that I always talk about, the mean lady that, what's the color of your sky, Marni, and just really the nasty person I always reference, it was her daughter's engagement party. So I couldn't do any kind of lawsuit because it was their party. Now, as I'm leaving the party, some guy said, here's my business card. I'm a PI, personal injury attorney. And I'm thinking, I bet the fucking dude planted the marshmallow wanting somebody to slip, right? So, I mean, it was like the fondue dessert where you could just dip your stuff in the chocolate, and it was great. But I was humiliated. Then the wife, the mom, the lady who I just despise, she kept saying to my husband, oh my God, did you see what she did? And blah, blah, blah. And she was just so nasty about it. And I was mortified. It was so humiliating. It was like, oh, she was drunk on a dance floor and fell on a marshmallow. No, that's not what happened. I didn't, intentionally. And I acted so defensively. And now I look back and I laugh. And it's one of a very funny story because I was so in the moment of dancing. And then all of a sudden I just went boop down and just face flat. And I remember I was supposed to go to Vail, and I couldn't. My son was 2 at the time, or yeah, I think he was 2, and I couldn't even lift him up because my hand was covered in the cast to lift him up to change his diaper. So it was just a really, really hard time for me to be incapacitated. But looking back now, I laugh how, oh yeah, I fell on a marshmallow versus the time where I was like, stop talking about it. Stop. No, it wasn't like that. Stop. It's like, oh, don't take ourselves so seriously. Again, I just constantly preach this moment is all we have right here. And I try with every bit of my might to use it for good and not to think of bad, worry, or anything, because right here, right now, I'm talking to you guys and everything's cool. But if I kept thinking of yesterday and what I thought I did wrong, or oh my God, what about tomorrow? And when we go for dinner, then I'm not enjoying this moment. So another funny story. Oh my gosh, this one is really embarrassing. And this one was almost present day. Oh my gosh. Okay. I am full out vulnerability here. Again, laugh at yourselves, people. Laugh at yourselves. So I love when I go out of town, I take my book and I leave it at random places. Side note, I left it up in New York through the Hamptons and on a train and just through the city. And some girl read my book and I ended up interviewing her. So fun side note, but not the embarrassing story. So I was at the airport and I love to just put my book sometimes on random chairs. And then I went to the ladies' room waiting for a flight. And I always put down the little paper, to cover the toilet seat. And I go back to putting books down and this girl comes running up to me. And I said to her, oh my gosh, did you want a book? And she's like, no, the toilet seat protector paper is stuck to your ass. And we just started peeing. I mean, it was really so funny that I had to laugh. I wasn't mortified. I'm sure this has happened to the best of us. And we both laughed at it. And that was just because I literally in my mind thought she was running after me to say, hey, I didn't get a book. That should be my dream. And no, it was to remind me that I left part of the toilet bathroom seat on my ass. So I don't know how long I was walking around, but I noticed people looking at me. And I'm like, well, people always look at me, not realizing why they were looking at me. So that was just a really funny story. I mean, there are tons of things I've done that are super embarrassing, and I could go on and on. But I just wanted to laugh today and have you guys think of funny moments you've encountered. Find something to laugh today at. Anything. A favorite movie, a favorite old TV show, a favorite comedian. I know, like celebrity culture is so canceled. That's my era in the not in awe and fangirling out culture. But there are things that make us laugh. I know the other day when I was feeling really funky, like during this past weekend, it was just not a good vibe. But I watched Eddie Murphy from Delirious 1983. Ice Cream. Yes, that one. If you have not watched it, you can't believe what he said, but it was one of the funniest stand-up specials to this day. I still just peed in my pants, and it was that moment, it didn't take away what I was feeling, but it was like an instant vacation from the sadness. And I asked people, when was the last time you really laughed? Like, think about it. When was the last time you really laughed where, oh my God, that's so funny? A lot of us can't remember. So if we can try to make it a point of our everyday, even if you smile and force yourself to smile, you can't be sad while you're smiling. You can't be sad if you yell the word bubble. It's impossible. Like, bubble. It's just one of those things. I know it sounds silly, but if you're feeling something, if you're stressing out over a dude, girl, go touch grass. Go heal yourself. Don't let anyone ever bring you down. And I guess I'll just leave it on this note to remember to never, ever let anyone burst your bubble. And to never, ever, ever, ever let anyone dull your sparkle. And you guys can find my YouTube, Fabulously Flawed. I love doing my motivational videos, my funny lip sync videos, but they all motivate. And if you're on TikTok, Shop Marni Inspires. I have finally perfect merch. Not too many, 20 awesome affirmation friggin' products. Spread kindness. You got this. You are magic. One is a pennant, a phone stand, a mug, a candle. I have something for everyone. So check it out, guys. Have a fabulous weekend. Be flawed and laugh at yourself and find the funny.
Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Fabulously Flawed. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, we're so glad you're here, and we hope you'll come back Monday through Friday for another serving of empowerment, motivation, and inspiration. We'll catch you next time on Fabulously Flawed.